Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic, income diversity. Relying solely on a salary can leave us sometimes quite exposed. If the unexpected happens, like losing your job, the consequences can be quite daunting, and that's where income diversification comes in. By exploring multiple streams of income, not only do we safeguard our financial future, but we can also open new doors to new opportunities. So, let us explore 5 types of different income you can integrate into your life, and maybe they can change your future for the best. First up, let's talk about the salary. This, for most of us, is the bread and butter of our financial stability. Whether you are working a 9 to 5 job or you are specialized in a specific field, your salary represents a predictable and steady source of income. It arrives on time, most of the times anyway. We use it to cover our daily expenses like food, bills, clothing, and occasionally a few luxuries. However, even though a salary offers security and reliability, it comes with a few limitations. Most often, it's capped at a certain level, depending on your experience, your qualifications, industry standards, and many other factors. Yes, of course, you can get raises over the years, but at some point this is going to stop. This means that no matter how hard you work, or how much value you bring into the organization, your earning potential may remain restrained. Of course, you can get a few raises over the years, but like I said, at some point, this is going to reach its peak. Moreover, relying solely on a salary means that you are putting your financial eggs into one basket. If the unfortunate happens, like layoffs, company downsizing, or economic downturns, it means that your financial future might be at risk. That's why, while a salary provides a stable foundation, it's very important for you to explore another income streams so you can fortify your financial future and view it as just one piece of the puzzle. And that's why we try to diversify our income streams to reduce risk, increase our potential earnings, and achieve greater financial freedom. Now, let's go to our second type of income, royalties. Unlike a salary, which is earned through active work and employment, royalties are payments that you receive for the use and exploitation of intellectual property. This can be, for example, books, music, trademarks, patents, and of course digital content like video and software, exactly what we are doing right here. Royalties offer a unique opportunity for creators and inventors to generate passive income from their own creations and innovations. Once the initial work is done and the rights are granted, then you can receive payments over the next few years or even decades. Quite an attractive option for individuals who seek to generate income while reducing their involvement in day-to-day operations. One of the key advantages of royalties is their scalability. Unlike the salary that we mentioned earlier, which can be fixed at a certain point depending on a person's qualifications and employment terms, royalties have the potential to generate significant returns with minimal ongoing effort. For example, a successful book author can earn royalties from book sales, translations, adaptations, or even merchandise without having to create any new content. Of course, the more books he writes and the more successful he gets, then he can earn quite a bit of money from the royalties which are going to be building up over the next few years. It's essential to recognize that royalties are not a guaranteed income. Success in the creative or innovative space can be unpredictable, and not all creations and inventions can generate significant royalties. Additionally, the process of securing royalties often involves going through different legal issues, securing your rights, negotiating terms with publishers and distributors, and protecting intellectual rights. It's quite a lot of work from the beginning until you reach your goal, but the end result might make all of it worth it. Despite all these challenges, royalties can become a long-term and very valuable passive income for all of you with creative talents and innovative ideas. And of course, if you need help to achieve your dreams, never hesitate to seek professional individuals to assist you in your journey. Now, let's talk about a third avenue for generating additional income, licensing. Similar to royalties, licensing involves granting permission for the use or exploitation of intellectual property, but with some notable distinctions. With royalty, you usually receive payment from sales or revenue generated by the exploitation of intellectual property. With licensing, you grant the right to use the intellectual property in return for a fee or a royalty payment. Licensing agreements can take various forms, depending on the type of intellectual property and the agreements that are agreed between the licensor, who is the owner of the intellectual property, and the licensee, who wants to use the specific intellectual property. These agreements can cover a wide range of assets, like trademarks, patents, copyrights, trade secrets, software, or different kinds of technological innovations. For licensors, licensing offers the means for monetizing their intellectual property without producing or distributing goods or services, which means that by granting licenses to third parties, licensors can leverage the intellectual property to generate even more revenue by not being the ones that directly manufacture, distribute, and sell goods and services based on their initial work. On the other hand, for third parties, licensing offers access to valuable assets that are going to help them to produce better products, differentiate themselves from competitors, or get them ahead in the market that everyone is working in. With licensing agreements, they gain the right to use the licensed intellectual property within specified parameters, ensuring the compliance with any local licensing laws and regulations. One of the key advantages is the flexibility it has. Agreements can be tailored to suit the needs of both parties, allowing the customization of terms such as territory, duration, exclusivity, and royalty rates. This flexibility enables both sides to negotiate mutually beneficial arrangements that maximize value and, of course, decrease risks. However, like royalties, licensing also comes with its challenges and difficulties. Negotiating fair and equitable licensing agreements requires careful consideration of intellectual property rights, market dynamics, competitive landscapes, and legal requirements. Additionally, as a licensor, you must monitor and enforce your intellectual property rights to prevent unauthorized use of any other extra parties. Now, let's move to our fourth type of income, which is affiliate marketing, and it's very popular now in the digital age for many creators out there. Unlike royalties and licensing, which evolve around your own intellectual property, affiliate marketing involves promoting products produced by other companies or individuals, and you get a payment for any successful referrals or sales that you might have. The concept of affiliate marketing is simple, but yet it can be very powerful. You, as an affiliate, you can promote the products that you choose through various channels like blogs, newsletters, social media platforms, or online forums, for example. These promotions often includes tracking codes or links that enable merchants to track the source of referrals and attribute sales to the specific affiliate. The appeal here lies in its flexibility. It has a low barrier to entry, pretty much minimal upfront costs, and I'm pretty sure that anyone can do that and produce a very good passive income. On the flip side, merchants benefit from affiliate marketing by tapping into the marketing efforts and networks of affiliates so they can reach new customers, new marketplaces, expand their reach, and increase their sales, of course. By these partnerships, they also benefit from cost-effective strategies which are performance-based, meaning that they only pay when they see results from the affiliates that they are partnering with. However, successful affiliate marketing requires something more than just promoting products and services everywhere. To thrive in this competitive landscape, you must carefully select high-quality products or services that resonate with your audience's needs and preferences. Building trust and credibility with your audience is essential, as affiliate marketing depends heavily on establishing authentic relationships and providing true value through valuable content, recommendations, or insights. Furthermore, if you follow this route, make sure to use ethical marketing strategies. This will increase your credibility and trust with your own audience. Lastly, one of the most known ways of extra income, and one that can be quite passive over time, is renting properties. This can be quite lucrative with many advantages. It's going to provide you with a monthly extra income that's quite steady, and is going to help you with mortgage payments, building maintenance, and of course, creating an extra profit that slowly can increase and help you acquire your next property, thus increasing your profits every month even more, and thus gradually expand your portfolio as you gain more experience and resources. Additionally, properties tend to appreciate over time, allowing landlords to build equity and probably selling them for a profit in the near future. Moreover, rental properties can provide tax benefits, including deductions for mortgage payments, property taxes, and depreciation. Despite these advantages, Renting properties also comes with its own challenges. The major one is no vacancies, which means your property might stay vacant for a very long time, and this can be financially stressful for most landlords. Managing one or multiple properties can also be time consuming, and sometimes you're going to have to deal with bad tenants, basically because sometimes they also refuse to pay rent, or they might cause extra damage to your property, not on purpose all the time, but this is going to lead you in cases such as evictions, extra property maintenance, or even seeking extra legal advice, which can be quite costly, as you know. And furthermore, there's also the risk of depreciation, which might affect quite a bit your initial investment and decrease the value of your property, and even affect any financial steps you might have decided to take depending on the specific property. Now, the initial amount you might require to buy a rental property can depend on various factors: location, property type, and market conditions, of course. Generally, you should be prepared to cover a down payment, initial closing costs, and initial repairs and renovations. The down payment usually ranges from 10 to 30% of the asking price, although some financing options may require less. And trust me, if you choose this path, you should always have some reserves. Unexpected expenses unfortunately are going to occur, and in case you run low on cash, you might be in a bit of trouble. Also, make sure to be patient. Improve your management skills. Make sure also to have a thorough understanding of the market so you can have a sustainable growth, and in case that difficult situations occur, try to stay calm as much as possible. So, having multiple sources of income and provide someone with security and certainty for him and his family. Most people, as we said, rely solely on their salary, but like we mentioned, if bad things happen and you lose that salary, the consequences can be quite catastrophic, and the challenges to overcome these hurdles can be quite daunting. And of course, I understand that for some people, the idea of expanding their finances can be very difficult, and try to avoid anything else other than their own salary. It was the same for me as well for many years. I only had one salary when I started out, and this kept me going for many years. Now, at the age of 40, I understand that having a couple of more options is always the best solution. This doesn't mean, of course, that whatever I just said, you just go ahead and do it. Pick one area, do your best to become better, invest as little as possible if you are not certain at the beginning, and over time you'll get better and better. And when this area is covered and you become the best possible version of yourself, then move on to another one. Of course, always seek professional advice. Just because you are listening this to a YouTube video doesn't make me an expert, and you shouldn't just follow everything you hear from an individual. Well, that's it for today. Subscribe if you want, leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.